Hello. It's an honor to be here with all of you, and it is Michelle Churchill, and I am going to tell you my story and how I got to where I am today and how I got started with coaching. So, a little bit about me. I am currently 31 years old. I reside here in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan with my two fur babies, my husband, Jeff, and I have a 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Isabella. She will be 6 in April. So, I am totally one of those girls. I have always had a passion for working on my fitness. I was a server at the Rainforest Cafe, and that was when I did it for 10 years. So I started working out when I was 14. My mom got a membership at the Great Lakes Athletic Club in Auburn Hills, Michigan. It was like Lake Orion, and she could take us, and I went like every day. I have a very addictive personality, so I got addicted. Like, it got to the extreme where if my mom didn't go, we had a treadmill at home, and I remember counting calories and running off everything that I ate. My brother will make jokes that his friends would be over for his sleepover, and I was running on a treadmill, screaming the song on the computer, Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. So, always been into fitness, but was never happy with where I was at with fitness. I would go on the Stairmaster as I got older and could drive myself. Just recently, like 12 months ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I've only been doing at-home fitness programs for 13 months, so this is new to me. But I'd get on a cardio machine. I lived on the Stairmaster. The joke was that Michelle was going to give birth to Isabella on that Stairmaster. So I would get on a machine and I'd see other women lifting weights and I'd be like, I want to look like her. She looks amazing. But I don't know what to do or how to do it. So then I'd go home and I'd Google and I'd look into how to do it and I'd switch things up and I'd go do that. And then I would go see a girl on a cardio machine and she'd look amazing, and here I am lifting and be like, oh my God, maybe I should be doing that. There was no happy medium. I was literally like a yo-yo dieter, but a yo-yo workout girl. Literally so unhealthy. Not healthy at all. So I remember okay, Cleo, stop. Sorry. See, it's always chaos. You're home, you work from home, there's chaos. It's just life. And that's what I love about this. We all just kind of roll with the punches of it, and it's fun. So I couldn't afford a personal trainer. There's no way. I don't know anybody who can afford, $60 an hour, even 2 days a week. That's $120 a week. Times 4, that's $480 a month. And I didn't see the point in having a trainer 2 days a week. What's 2 days going to do out of, an entire 30 days of a month? That's 8 days. So I didn't do that. So I proceeded to be unhappy, and I was constantly up and down, and not happy with what I was doing, and I never stuck to something for longer than 2 months. So I was coming home from Mexico with my husband, and we were on a plane, and I will never forget. We had just left Mexico, drank all week long, partied our butts off, and had tons of food. And I was at a point, you guys, where after I had Isabella, I lost all my body weight, or my baby weight. But between losing that baby weight and then after that trip, all of a sudden I just put 12 pounds on in 1 year, and it was very noticeable. It wasn't horrible. I mean, I wasn't huge or anything like that, but I didn't fit in my pants. When I would go out, I had to either squeeze into them or I had to have them unbuttoned while I eat. I wasn't happy. I didn't feel good at all. I was constantly bloated. I had low energy levels. I had low self-esteem. I didn't want to take off my cover-up. I didn't want to wear a bathing suit. I didn't want to go to certain barbecues. It got bad. So people may look at me and be like, Michelle, you looked fine, but I wasn't comfortable in my own skin, and that's what matters. So ironically, I had this message, thank you to social media, from a gal who's now my coach. Her name's Kaylee, and she invited me to an online virtual challenge group. And at first, the sensitive person that I am, I was offended. Does she think that I'm fat? I am fat. Oh my God, I curled up in this little ball. But thank God that my husband was right there next to me on that plane, because I nudged him and I showed him the message, and he goes, Michelle, do it. And he's like, this is what you want. This is what you constantly are battling on a monthly basis. I'm not happy with my weight. I'm not happy with what I'm doing at the gym. I never get results. I want to do what she's doing. Why can't I just look like her? This sounds like, to me, Michelle, you're going to get guidance. You're going to get a workout with an expert trainer where the cardio, the core, the upper body, and the lower body is all equally portionated out for you. And she mentioned you're gonna get a meal plan that's not a diet. It's just to make sure that your body's in balance to get the right amount of carbs, proteins, and fats. Because you guys, I'm sorry to say it, I hate the word meal plan because I was afraid of a diet. I was afraid of those color-coded containers. I was in denial. Coming to find out, you guys, I was under eating. My body was in extreme stress. I lived off of egg whites and vegetables and wine. Like, my body was so deprived. There is a formula. Like, there is pure fact nature that your body needs like 30 to 50% from carbs, 10 to like 20 from fats. I have awesome containers that guide that, so I don't have to do all that math. There is no timed nutrition in this plan. There is no, you have to have this, this, and this all together. It's you get this much food per day. If you want to eat it all within 1 hour of your day, or if you want to expand it out in 17 hours and eat it throughout 17 hours, you do what makes you happy and what's convenient for yourself, your family, and your lifestyle. So if my husband wasn't sitting there right next to me, I don't think I ever even would have opened my mouth and told him that. I most likely would have deleted that message and never gotten back with that girl. And I probably would most likely still be sitting on a Stairmaster, probably would be up 20 pounds now, miserable with myself, in severe depression, anxious, and not happy. So thank you to social media and thank you to my amazing husband. So I went all in. I said, I'm doing this. And you know what I told my coach? I said, I can't do a workout at home, though. I can't hold myself accountable. And she said, then do it in the gym. What's wrong with pressing play in a gym? She's right. What is wrong with going to a gym, watching it on my iPad, watching it on my laptop, or watching it on my little dinky phone, who cares, and doing what they're doing? They're cueing me through the workouts. They're giving me modification options. They're giving me regression options. They're actually motivating me. They're telling me that you can do this, Michelle. They're not saying my name, but they're saying when you ride a bike and you fall off, do you just stop practicing on how to learn how to ride a bike, or do you keep going? You keep going, so keep going right now. And remember the payoff. And remember the minutes you're going to add to your life. And remember how good you're going to feel. And remember how confident you're going to feel. And remember how much better sleep you're going to have. And remember how many more minutes you're going to add to your life. And when you hear that over and over and over and over and over again, you start to believe it. And you start to feel really good when the results kick in. So after a 60-day program, I lost 9 pounds and 11 inches. And let me just tell you guys that on the outside of this, what I received, the goals, nothing compares to the community that I was a part of. An accountability group where women who had struggles as I did, or women who wanted to be on a journey to be the happiest and healthiest person that they could possibly be, all shared their victories. They shared days that they showed up for themselves on days they didn't want to work out. They shared days that they went to a birthday party and didn't have a piece of cake, and that's the first time they've ever done that in their entire life. They shared days where they didn't go to bed until they got half of their weight in ounces of water in, and they've never done that in their life. They shared getting off their cholesterol medicine. They shared getting off their diabetes. They shared their relationship with their husband is better than it's ever been in their life. Do you know how amazing this community is? When you're feeling in the dumps and you're trying to push through a goal or an accomplishment, and you have women like this in a support group that are there for you every step of the way, cheering you on, telling you that you can do it. And that's why we get the results that we get. That's how we get to our end goal. But there is no destination. There is no, I have to lose 10 pounds and then I'm done. Like, this is a journey of a lifetime. These programs, this meal plan, it can be sustained a lifetime. It can be sustained on a vacation. It can be sustained for your whole family. It can be sustained for holidays. There is no catch. All it is to make sure that we're getting the proper amount of protein, carbs, and fats from whole, rich, hearty, healthy foods. I love it. I have access to over 5,000 digital recipes. I'm talking nachos, enchiladas, lasagna, spaghetti, taco salad. You name your favorite dish, I can get a recipe right now for healthy cookies, healthy cake, healthy pancakes. And I can make them. I can grab food. I don't have to meal prep. And there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. Did it take me probably 7 to 10 days to kind of really get my feet wet and learn and get used to those containers and planning? I mean, now I literally can juggle those containers and track in a phone on an app how many I have, and I know what I can have, and go out to eat and live a life and have wine and still have my cookies that I want and be balanced. This has literally almost cured me, 75% I would say, of a binge eating disorder and body image dysmorphia. I was so bad. I would so badly deprive my body that 2 or 3 days I couldn't stop eating. I would go through the refrigerator and eat a 4-pack of all of Isabella's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'd go in the cupboard and take spoonfuls of peanut butter because I deprived myself from everything. I would go in the cabinet and eat every single one of Isabella's gummy bears that were for her lunches. Do you know how embarrassed and sick and awful I felt the next day? Because my body was missing out on proper nutrients, and because I didn't have a community to tell me that I can do this, and that I didn't have a community to tell me that life does get hard sometimes, and the only person stopping you or trying to get you to break are the demons that are in your brain that we can fight by telling them, I'm not listening to you, or I'm stronger than you, or walking away from it, because the sense of an accomplishment, of actually accomplishing something and saying I did this, or every time I do go to a party and there's cake and I know I can't control myself, so I just don't touch one piece and I leave that party, I'm like, damn, am I strong? Damn, look how far I've come. It didn't just happen. It didn't just happen organically. It happened by putting time and effort and personal development every single day into it. And that's another thing on this journey, you guys. I never read. My sisters growing up loved reading, and I envied them. I'm like, I wish I could read. Every time I read, Mom, I get a headache. That was my excuse, and that's what I said. And when I got on this journey, my coach told me personal development is huge. And I'm not talking, you don't have to read. You can listen to a podcast, but 10 minutes a day, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm already committing to this program. I'm already committing to this meal plan, and now I have to read personal development? Like, I don't have time for this. I do have time. Something else that's taking part of my time needs to go, and I need to put myself first. Because without personal development, I can't grow as a human being. You cannot grow without practicing personal development. You cannot also grow a business, your business, or your work goals, or your career goals, or your marriage goals. None of that can grow without putting effort and work into it. And that has rocked my world. I started with 1 page a day, then 2, then 3, and then I changed it to minutes. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now I practice 20 minutes before my feet even hit the ground in the morning. Literally, I do not start a day without reading personal development, like The Slight Edge, or The Compound Effect, or Tony Robinson, or You're a Badass. Like, I literally have to force myself out of that book and be like, time to start your day, Michelle, because it rocked my world, and it makes me that much better of a person. This journey has not just helped me from the outside. It's helped me as being a better mother. It's helped me with being a better daughter. It's helped me with being a better spouse. It's helped me with having a positive mindset, because I was so badly in the dumps for my divorce and being in an unhealthy relationship for 9 years and having a bad binging disorder for so many years and having a body dysmorphia issue for so many years, and I did nothing about it besides just keep fueling it and fueling it and fueling it. I never went and sought help. And this right here, these programs, these products, and this community is what has helped me 150%, hands down. And I literally said, I will never participate in a Beachbody program. I would never be a Beachbody coach. I could never work out at home. Did you know that 60-day program I did in the gym? I did it in the gym, and it started to fade. And I sooner or later was in the gym 2 days a week, did it at home. 2 days a week, did it at home. 1 day a week, did all my workouts at home. Now, it's a pain. It's a hassle for me to be like, I got to drive to the gym. I got to get in my car. I don't have to put effort in. There's no, what am I going to train today? I have to do this. I have to push myself. I have someone to push me. I have someone to motivate me. I can have my husband and my daughter watching me while we're making dinner. This is for everybody. Saying it's a boot camp, it's a challenge group might scare people, but there's nothing to be scared about. This is a beginner-led program. You can make it as easy and as hard as possible. I work with people who have back problems. I work with people who have neck problems, sciatic. There's something for everybody. And I want you to know that that's my story. And I want you to know that you're invited to join me. You're invited to wake up and share your victories with me and be in a private group with women who are vulnerable, who are sharing them, who by sharing these stories of theirs and sharing their victories is making them stronger and more confident every single waking moment. And we are getting to our goals because of one thing and one thing only: we're not quitting. We do fail. We do fall off the bandwagon. We're not perfect. We do cheat, or binging episodes do happen, or birthday parties do happen, or emergencies do happen and we can't get our workouts in. But let me tell you something. We wake up the next day, we put the work in, and we keep going forward. We don't move backwards. Because in my eyes, the only time any of my challengers fail, or if I were to fail, would be to be one thing, and that's to quit. And we are not quitters. So that's my story, you guys. A girl in a gym, loved going to the gym, never happy with her results, never knew what to do, always looked around and pointed her fingers at everybody else. You will never find me walking into a gym pointing my fingers at anybody else. Because I don't want to have to think that hard about my workouts. I sure as heck don't want to pay over $400 a month for a personal trainer or have to add another time to my schedule, because I can do this anywhere and anytime, and nothing can trump this. Nothing can trump something that landed in my lap that can be sustained for an entire lifetime, and nothing will trump how good this has made me feel. I am telling you, this has been an opportunity of a lifetime, and I thank God for social media. I thank God for my wonderful husband for pushing me and telling me that this is what I have been yearning for 31 years. It was a pleasure talking with you. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will be chatting with you soon. Cheers.